Central Development Commission says it is seeking to attract private sector investment to drive infrastructure development across the North Central region. Managing Director of the Commission, Cyril Seniel, made this known during a courtesy visit to Niger State Governor Umaru in Minna. Our senior reporter Chenemi Bame reports.
The North Central region occupies a strategic position in Nigeria, linking all 6 geopolitical zones. Endowed with vast arable land and traversed by 2 major rivers, the region has enormous agricultural potential. However, years of conflict over land and water resources have fueled insecurity, displaced thousands of residents, and slowed socio-economic development across many communities.
Welcome to Niger. Thank you very much.
During a visit to Niger State, which accounts for 10% of Nigeria's landmass, the leadership of the newly established North Central Development Commission said it is prioritizing partnerships with state governments while leveraging private sector investment to close the region's infrastructure gap.
We recognize that the Commission cannot rely solely on government funding for achieving its mandate. As such, we are developing frameworks to attract private sector investment in critical sectors including infrastructure, agriculture, energy, transportation, healthcare, education, mining, regional connectivity, amongst others.
Governor Umaru urged the Commission to place greater emphasis on tackling insecurity, describing peace and stability as essential for unlocking the region's economic potential.
Ecological issues, mostly flood as a result of the hydro dams we have around here. So there is need for us to have a serious partnership with the Commission to streamline our ideas and policies towards us this, and also education. The North Central used to be a warehouse for technical education, vocational education, and basic education. There's need for us to revamp that so that our people can reach posterity.
Yes, we do. All states within North Central, we should have some network, security network, local vigilante group, so that we can come in that way to help, because it has to be some level of partnership. So what the state is doing, we will do what they're not doing, just to collaborate.
The Commission also pledged to work closely with the Niger State government in advancing agriculture, expanding irrigation, improving rural access roads, and developing agro-processing zones to boost food production and economic growth across the region. Chenemi Bame, TVC News, Minna.
A senior reporter Chenemi joins me from Minna. Chenemi, thank you for joining us at this time. Talk to us about the potential of private sector investment in driving growth in the North Central region, according to the Commission.
Like we all know, the infrastructure deficit that we have in the North Central region is quite huge, and it's not something that the government alone can handle. And also, when you look at the agricultural potential of this region as well, it's very huge. Like I said again, it's not something that the government alone can handle. It has to do with a lot of partnership from the private sector, like some of the states are doing right now. And so once the platform is created, once the opportunity is created for these people to come in, there's a lot that they can do, from helping to build roads, they can build roads and also put stores on it, and also to provide agricultural equipment. The government of Niger State, for example, is doing a lot with mechanized agriculture, but there's still a whole lot more that needs to be done in processing and also marketing. So these are different opportunities that are available. The North Central Development Commission said they are about to start doing to complement the efforts of, or the existing efforts of the state government.
We understand that the governor also urged the Commission to place more emphasis on tackling insecurity in the region to ensure peace and stability to an extent to help improve infrastructure development in the state. What was their response to that, and how are they open on partnering with the state government?
You heard from the interview, the chairman of the board, Cosmos, had said that this is something that they are willing to do. The North Central region has suffered greatly from insecurity, due to the influx from bandits from the northwestern states. They said that they're willing to partner in terms of providing logistics for local vigilante groups, helping to set up local vigilante groups, because they're also aware that the conventional police and security teams cannot handle these problems alone. The North Central region is quite big, where you have a lot of dense forest in those areas. So addressing issues in those ungoverned spaces is quite difficult. I said I would be willing to provide logistic support for at least local vigilante groups to begin with.
Another focus on the visit of the commission was also on infrastructure and agriculture. I'm hoping you can hear me. In improving economic growth across the region. Talk to us about that. What's the governor saying and the commission itself?
It's, infrastructure, like I said earlier, the infrastructure deficit in this region is very, very huge, and we have other agencies that are working around this region to support the efforts of the government. For example, there's Hyperdeck that deals with areas that produce hydropower and where you have dams that are contributing to flooding. They're providing some level of infrastructure. It's still not enough. You still have communities where there's no potable water. You still have communities where there's no electricity. You still have communities where there are no even access to farms. Now, these are some areas that the commission believes that they can come in, providing rural access roads for farmers to be able to move their produce from the farms to the market. These are some of the areas, and once these are taken care of, I believe it will go a long way in solving the problem of infrastructure.
Our senior reporter Chedebe Bamayi live for us in Mina. Thank you for that update.